Let's talk about Tubebuddy and do a bit of a tutorial and demo for you with the Tubebuddy keyword planner, because that is one of the most useful things with the extension and with the software, to be able to find specific keywords that you want to focus your content on. Because if you can focus on content that there isn't too much competition for, you're going to be able to get much more of the traffic that you want through to your videos and through to your channel all at once. Now, the Tubebuddy keyword planner works extremely well, and I use both vidIQ and Tubebuddy in different Google Chrome profiles, so I can use them both without having to worry. If you want to check out Tubebuddy, which is by far my favorite when it comes to keyword planning, you can click the first link in the description below, and that will take you to the website of Tubebuddy, and you can download their free version through that link. And they have a free version that doesn't cost you anything, and if you want access to some of the more advanced features, you'll have to pay. But you know, the free version works really well on its own. So I want to show you some examples here of how I go, kind of the thinking I go through when I am looking for keywords that I want to target and topics that I want to have for my videos, and how I do that with the keyword planner from Tubebuddy. So this will be a bit of a tutorial and a walkthrough, kind of how I do it. Before we dive into the specific method that I use, I want to kind of explain something to you. I've gone ahead and made a search here for Sony a7 III. Which is a extremely high-end camera, and it's a very good camera, and as you can see, it's got 1.7 million monthly searches. This means that there's a lot of potential money that could be made if you were one of the videos that rank really high for this keyword, because all you need to do is put an Amazon affiliate link in your description, and then you are going to make money, because anyone that clicks that affiliate link and purchase anything from Amazon within 24 hours will means that you get an credit for that purchase. It doesn't have to be the camera, as long as you took them to Amazon. There are obviously other affiliate programs that you can promote, that relates to these types of videos and camera gear and things like that. But just to give you an idea, that ranking top for this keyword is extremely profitable, okay? But what you can see here as well in the keyword score section is, yes, the search volume is very, very high, as we can see, but the competition is also extremely high, which means that it's probably a bit of a time waste to try to target this specific short keyword on its own, because there's no way unless you have a channel that it has really high weight in terms of the specific topics and the specific niche. It's going to be very hard for you to rank, and that's just the reality of how YouTube works with the algorithm and things like that. They're going to prefer channels and videos that have weight and already have authority content on that specific area. Okay, so if you're starting off out as new, this is what I suggest. Rather than focusing on short keywords such as Sony a7 III, is there any other way you could look at it and maybe make your focus on a keyword that's a lot longer? Now, this is particularly relevant if you speak a second language, because myself, I speak a second language, which is Swedish. Now, I haven't created much content in Swedish yet, but the Swedish market is a lot smaller than markets such as the Italian, the French, or the Spanish. So if you speak Spanish, for example, the competition is extremely low, because there's not many content creators that do things around these particular topics in Spanish. So there's a lot of search volume in Spanish, but there isn't much content created in Spanish. So that's an example here. Someone has searched for we're going to click related searches, Sony a7 cinematic. As you can see, the search volume has gone down, but the competition is still very high. Sony a7 III cinematic video settings. Let's click that and see if we can come up with something else there with the keyword planner. Okay, there we go. Now we're getting towards a overall score of good. I don't know the exact search volume because it doesn't tell me. Sometimes it shows you and sometimes it doesn't. But it's not too bad, because the search volume score is 26.27. That doesn't mean 26 searches. That's on a scale of 1 to 100. The competition is still only fair in the middle there, which means that this is a keyword that you could definitely target. All you really need to do here is, if you already know, you can just make a video of how to set up the settings within the camera to make make it, you know, give it a cinematic look, or you can simply just find out yourself and then shoot a video of how to do it. Okay, and if you can capture, you know, a couple of hundred searches a month or so on one video, and then you just keep repeating that on video after video by targeting a longer tail keyword, which is what these keywords are called, you're gonna over time build up so much traffic that is coming through to your channel just from these very targeted videos. And this is a very solid long-term strategy that you can take if you truly want to grow your YouTube channel. And it becomes so easy when you have an extension such as Tubebuddy and a software such as Tubebuddy, because the keyword research is done for you essentially. Now, this is one way you can do it, by searching in the search bar and then, you know, clicking through to the different related searches there. But you can also use the keyword explorer from Tubebuddy, which is one of my favorite things with Tubebuddy. So if we launch this, I'm gonna click in here and we go Sony A7 III, just because we're on the same subject here. It gives you a little bit more detailed information, right? So as you can see, the overall score is poor, 9 out of 100, and it even says that try clicking a keyword in the related panel to find a better score. And I did mention before, if you go maybe Sony A7 III review, you'll see the score is even worse then, because this is a keyword that is really high buyer intent, which means that the content creators that all have are focused in this specific niche of camera gear and photography, they know that people who search for Sony A7 III review are very, very likely to want to buy that camera. Which means that they have all created content that is specifically targeting Sony A7 III review. Okay, so that means that it's going to be very hard for you to actually target that keyword. But if we look again here on video searches and look at related searches, we can, you know, you can see that there's a couple of keywords here that show up as related video searches that relates to specific content creators, because people know that, you know, if I'm going to buy a Sony A7 III, I want to see Kai's review first before I commit. And, you know, so it's again, like, you need to just keep clicking. All right, there we go. Look at that. Sony A7 III review 2019. So what you would do here in this case, you would name your video file, your thumbnail file, and your headline, all with this in the actual names of those things. Because if you have that in the thumbnail file name, in the video file name, and in the headline when you're uploading the video, it's going to be much easier for you to target that keyword and to get ranking for that keyword. But you also want to make sure that you mention Sony A7 III review 2019 very early on in the video, because believe it or not, YouTube will kind of go through the audio of your video and make sure that you're actually talking about a specific subject that you are telling them from the data that they get in the video and the thumbnail and in the headline, as well as in the description and the tags that you put in. So they want to make sure that it's actually that you're actually talking about the things that you say you are. So make sure that you mention this early on in the video, and make sure that you name the thumbnail, the video file, before you upload them to these, to include the specific keywords. And then obviously the headline and the description needs to have these things mentioned, as well as the tags as well. But this makes it very easy if you use Tubebuddy to be able to find the keywords that are going to be easier for you to rank for. Now this, I did this completely live. I had no idea that this was going to be such an excellent score on this one. Now this is where it becomes more interesting, because sometimes you will see different results if you use Tubebuddy versus if you use vidIQ. So what I will do is I will have 2 Chrome profiles set up with different email addresses. On one of the profiles I have Tubebuddy, and on the other one I have vidIQ, so I can always cross-reference and see if, you know, sometimes when you see stuff like this, it kind of sounds too good to be true, so you want to double check in the other extension to see if it's actually true. And if it is, then you've probably just hit a gold mine, and this is a keyword that you could target, target that long tail keyword and try to maximize your video and description and headline and everything for this longer tail keyword. Because as you saw, Sony A7 III is going to be hard, Sony A7 III review is going to be even harder. But just by adding another word into that key phrase, you've significantly improved your chances of actually being able to rank for that specific keywords. And you can do this across any niche, and you need to understand the power in this, because the idea in here is not to be able to find the number one keyword, that's gonna solve all your problems. The idea here is to find keywords that you're going to be able to rank for, that are very specific to your niche and for that people still search for, and then build up content to have many different keywords that you actually rank for. And then over time, that's going to build up your views and your traffic and your subscribers nice and steady and slow over the long term. And who knows, one day you might have a video that go viral because you're targeting one of those correct keywords that a lot of people are searching for. So I really hope that you have gotten a better idea of how Tubebuddy works. They do have a free version that you can download from the link in the description below, and I recommend that you check it out. And it's just an incredible feature that they have when it comes to doing keyword research, because it makes your life so much easier when you can do it this way, and it makes it very easy for you to find a long tail keyword that you can target, which is going to increase your chances significantly on actually showing up in the YouTube searches. So that's it for this one, guys. If you have found this helpful today, please make sure you let me know by leaving a comment and liking the video. It does mean a lot to us, and subscribe to the channel for more to come in the future.